Oh, yeah, Vinny. He's got a muscle shirt underneath with 10K on it.
Sports 360 AZ. So when you scored 9,000, you said you felt like there was a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But when you got to 10,000, you might throw yourself a party.
Yeah.
So what's that party going to be like?
It's going to be a nice one. It's going to be a grown-up dinner at a nice restaurant with my closest friends that have been with me for a long time. And, I usually don't let myself enjoy these moments, but tonight, because there were so many people in the building that have really helped me through all this, and I think that gets lost sometimes when one person gets, a lot of awards, a lot of attention, whatever it may be. You don't go far in life without really good people in your corner. And I've just been so lucky and grateful to have my family, for one, and friends that are our family now that have been in my corner since day one. And, that was really special tonight.
Diana, obviously 10,000 is a huge milestone. When you look back on just the overall journey to get to this point, is there something you would do differently? Would you still do the same thing?
No, I wouldn't change a thing. Every moment led to another moment, led to another moment. Throughout this journey that, started way before the WNBA, way before UConn. It started in my driveway. It really did. It was just innocent. It was naive. There was no goal. There was no plan. There was no speaking English. It was just a kid who liked to play basketball in her front yard, and everyone was welcome to come and play. And sometimes you forget that it's supposed to be fun. And, as the years have gone by, I have to keep reminding myself that, when you do something you love, it's not a job, it's not work. It's just your passion.
Diana, Jesse Morrison with the Next. I just wanted to ask, you mentioned kind of the people that have been with you along this way. Are there a couple people, maybe one person in particular, that you think you couldn't have done any of this without?
Well, obviously my parents. I think the story's been told a lot. There's something to be said when you're an immigrant and you come to this country with nothing. I think that is the story of this country, and my parents, symbolize that in so many ways. They came here with nothing, didn't know the language. They still don't know English. If you try to talk to them, they will talk to you in circles. I kind of grew up in a different type of family atmosphere, and that's what's made me. It was always dinner at 8 every night, our family, our unit, and that's how I treat my teams. It's our unit, our family, and that's really what has carried me through all these years in the WNBA, overseas, Olympic team, UConn, SoCal women's basketball, all the teams that really are my family.
Diana, speaking of that too, how did obviously you played for a lot of great coaches and they all have saw your talent, your passion, but how did they help shape your game and obviously to keep your love and passion for the game?
I've been really lucky. I never had coaches that sugarcoated anything for me. There was no good job. It's do better, do more, work harder, love the game more, give to your teammates more. And that is one thing that I was lucky to grow up in that generation where it was keep pushing, keep pushing. And I take that with me every day. I'll go home tonight and be like, oh, I didn't do this well, I didn't do that. You have to be your toughest critic, but that came from the people around me, where, everything was hard. And I'm grateful that, I have that from all those experiences.
Hello, Diana. I'm Aya Abdeen for the Next. I have congratulations on scoring 10,000 points tonight, and I have a question about Megan Gustafson. What do you think about Megan Gustafson's impact on the court when it comes to her three-point shooting and being a rim protector.
Yeah, you know, this night wouldn't be complete if I didn't talk about Megan. You know, she just always stays ready. And that is an amazing trait to have. She's the ultimate professional. Didn't play much last year, went overseas, worked on her game. And when I see that in people around me, that even those little stories gives me, you know, inspiration. And, you know, Megan's a great player. She's a great professional, great teammate. And, you know, I'm really happy for her to be able to show it on the biggest stage because she works her butt off. She's in the gym every single day, before, after practice. And that is something in a teammate that you can, you know, look to and it can help you too, to motivate you.
And another question is, are there any funny stories you could share about Megan Gustafson?
Oh, Megan, I mean, we all know about Pancake, which is pretty funny. So anytime there's a rap song and Pancake comes on, she goes, shout out to my dog, which is kind of funny in a pancake way.
Thank you.
No problem.
En español, felicitaciones
Gracias.
por tu gran logro. Primero, dos preguntas.
Bueno.
Dime cómo te sientes y qué significa para ti obtener este gran logro con la franquicia que has estado tu carrera.
Y bueno, dije esto del primer día que vine acá en Phoenix, que fue un sueño. Yo sabía que a esta ciudad le encantaba el baloncesto, tenía una pasión para este deporte. Y para hacerlo todo con una camisa, la verdad que dice todo. El amor, la pasión que tiene la gente acá en Phoenix, en todo el estado de Arizona, me da mucho orgullo. Y hoy estaba nerviosa, no sé por qué, pero yo dije, hoy bueno, está 17 y toda esta gente se van a ir a la casa y van a estar, tengo que volver el sábado. Entonces estaba nerviosa, cuando vimos en el primer tiempo fuimos atrás, pero el partido se dio y la verdad todas mis compañeras me ayudaron hoy. Yo sentí que ellas querían también que esto pase hoy y la verdad que tengo mucho amor para todas mis compañeras, para todos los técnicos, para todos los fans que vienen a todos los partidos. La verdad que un momento bien lindo para toda la familia.
Y segunda pregunta es, ¿qué le dices a las otras atletas que siguen en tus pasos en tener una gran trayectoria como la que has logrado en el baloncesto femenino?
Y bueno, no es un secreto. Tenés que ir todos los días y tenés que laburar, tenés que trabajar. Algunos días son malos, algunos son buenos, pero el próximo día tenés que entrar otra vez a laburar. Así es la vida. Y los que no vienen a trabajar se quedan atrás. Así vivo mi vida todos los días.
That was quite a vintage performance tonight by you.
Yeah.
It was hard to believe you were 41. Did you feel 15 years younger to happen? When did you know it was going to be that kind of night?
This is what happens. Tomorrow I'll feel like I'm 50. As you guys know. I don't know. It was a cool night. You know, you couldn't have wrote this any better for our fans and for our city. And, you know, I didn't feel great going to the game. You know, we just had 2 tough games on the road. You know, we're not having, you know, the season that you know, we want. But hopefully moments like this can, you know, turn around a team and our morale. But like I said in Spanish, you know, I'm really thankful for my teammates because, you know, moments like this, it's everyone's moment. And they really came with me and they wanted me to do it tonight. And I said, boy, it would have been terrible if I would have scored 17 tonight, you know? And pass out shirts with 9,999. But luckily it happened and, you know, I'm just really grateful.
Diana, you accomplished so much in this league, and now that you're sitting on top with a record that's probably going to be untouchable, does the tap on the shoulder for the retirement start to come into play a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, look, when you get to this age, you probably think about retirement every 10 minutes. You know, every time I get to the weight room at 8 a.m., every time I get on the training table for a massage, you know, after this game, I have to go lift. You know, all these things, you know, you think about it, but every morning I wake up wanting to play basketball, wanting to compete, wanting to get this team back on track to win a championship. All those things are still inside me, revving up this uncomfortable little brat that just wants to keep playing basketball. So that's where I'm still at.
When you see the videos after the game, you have the likes of people like Ann Myers Drysdale on the sideline watching this happen. When you put in perspective about what this means for women's basketball as a whole, what comes to mind?
I think it's just it's pushing the limits. And I said it earlier, when you love something and you're passionate about something, you push the limits. And sometimes pushing the limits gets you in trouble, and sometimes, beautiful things come out of it. And, I just think it's not my record, it's not my number. It's going to be a number that will be broken at one point by someone that loves basketball as much as I did and willing to give up moments that you take for granted for moments that are legendary.
How much did you think about the record during the games?
Tonight, I really didn't think about it at all. I haven't really thought about it at all. After the game, my mom would be like, 49 more points, do that tomorrow. Okay, Mom. Or my sister, or and then trying to plan it out of when it's going to happen, and pending the kids are in Australia for family things, and, but it happened when it happened, and, it was a great night for our city.
What emotions stirred when you saw the video?
It's some of you asked earlier, it's people that love the game of basketball, that put their whole lives into the game of basketball. And, we only hear about, the people in the forefront, but everyone, behind the scenes, that's what makes the game amazing. The coaches that never get mentioned, the strength and conditioning coaches that don't get mentioned, all, the trainers, you go down the line, people who work in this, me and Goose have been here for 19 years now. These are relationships that you build for a long time, and I think last year the season ended and I was like, the only reason I play is for Vince Kozar. And I mean it. These are the type of relationships that I have with this franchise.
So a lot of exciting things happened tonight. What was your favorite part? Was it the shot? Was it everything that came after? What do you think?
Overall, it was a pretty cool night. I came here a little bit nervous. I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I just wanted to get it over with for a sense of relief. But at the same time, I was just focused on trying to win a game. And I know that sounds very minute, but, in the position that we're in, we were just trying to win a game for our sanity, for a reason to come back to practice tomorrow. And, when you focus on the little things, the big things kind of take care of themselves. So overall, it was just a great night. I think it was a great celebration of basketball, men or women's.
How much bigger was this moment because of the win?
It was huge. Nights like this only become great when everyone feels good about, winning a game. And, we love numbers and we love awards and, they're nice, but when you win a game as a group and it's hard and you've been struggling and, that felt good as a group, and that felt good for me.
When you made the three-pointer at the buzzer that put you within three, then you came right back down and threw up a 30-footer.
Yeah.
And made it. What was going through your mind right at that point, and then also what was it like to have Brittany back out there
Yeah.
with you to celebrate?
Yeah, at that point, I was just trying to find a good shot or a bad shot. It was going up. So, but I'm kind of happy it happened with a three. I'm happy that someone set a screen. I'm happy that someone passed me the ball. That's how basketball is played, with everyone having a little part. And it's perfect. And obviously, having BG back again feels great. We've just been through so much in the last 10 years, and I know basketball is so important, but beyond that, she's always had my back, and I've had her back, and it was just nice for her to be back, and and we can move forward in this season.
We're going to end with one on Zoom. Michael Vopel.
Yeah, congratulations, Diana.
Thanks, Mike.
You've had so many great team moments for decades now. I'm wondering, I know this is a team moment for you too, because you would say everybody scores without their teammates, but from an individual standpoint, how did this moment and this accomplishment, how does it rank in such a really legendary career?
Yeah, it is, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of years, it's a lot of hours in the gym. And the thing with basketball is I don't leave it at the gym. I take it home with me. I think about it all the time. I go to bed with it. Since I was a little kid, that's just what it was. And, 41, 42 years later, I still feel the same way. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning having to do something with basketball. And, tonight kind of puts that all in perspective of all the years and, all the things that entails. So it was pretty special.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.